Good morning, my fellow yogic travelers. I'm mighty glad to be alive today, and I hope that you are too as we continue to live, laugh, love, learn, linger, live the life we love. This is my PowerPoint presentation on Friday called Dharma, the Royal Road. And that Royal Road is the road of wisdom, the wisdom that takes you up toward the one as you ascend and then brings you down to serve with love and compassion. My first slide here is like Solomon's story in the Bible of two women one who accidentally slept on her baby and killed it, and the other woman who had a healthy baby. And the woman whose baby died took the healthy baby while the woman was sleeping and claimed it as her own. So they went to Solomon to adjudicate whose baby it really was. And Solomon said, "All right, bring me a sword. I'm going to cut the baby in half, and each one of you can have the baby, half the baby." And the woman who like had snatched the baby said, "Fine, that's a good thing." But the mother of the child really said, "No, wait, don't do that. Give her the baby." Solomon said, "You're definitely the mother." So with a little test like that, he became known as somebody really wise um, throughout the kingdom for sure, but always as a byword throughout history. Now, basically, if you understand that the just will live forever in the spirit of wisdom, you get the yogic idea of renunciation. This is an amazing insight. I love this thing. Those whom neither riches, honor, or advantage, nor delight, nor utility, nor holiness, nor reward, nor kingdom of heaven, but have renounced all these things and all that they own, they're the one who honor God. You have nothing before the Lord, like they said, since God is everything, offering God second place is offering God no place. And in the Jewish tradition, they also say, if thy presence go not with me, carry me not hence. If you're not connected to the spirit, you're a lost soul. Now, we're always talking about this. I love this. I hope a group of celibate seniors can pick the right celibate senior to make decisions about my sex life. People don't understand about this. They want you to pass by the opposite gender, avert your eyes, not even look at them, no matter how much they might be the flirting about like that. You're supposed to not titillate in any way. But that's such a perverted view of the fun, beauty, and connection and attraction between us all. There's nothing the lover does not notice. The littlest thing is something that's so beautiful and important, and that connects you to the miracle of life. And if you're like Romeo and Juliet, as Shakespeare said, if thou didst believe other cause for my love, set it aside as untrue. It's just the purity of the connection. You see heart to heart, soul to soul, like an avatar. I see you. And then the whole meaning of everything you do is sacred, changed. Now, the Persian Road mentioned the construction began in the Achaemenid Empire. The parts were paved with stone. It stretched 1,600 miles from the Aegean Sea to Anatolia in Turkey, through Mesopotamia to the Persepolis in Iran. It took caravan 90 days to travel this road, lodging at inns along the well policed route. So they say, like the royal thoroughfare to the capital, once you're on it, every step you take is in the right direction. Right? Start off with yoga, you start with asana, you end up with dharma. You're trying to find out what is the connection to the source of your own existence. And they compare it to like a brick used at the gate. You hammer, you hammer, you hammer away, but when the gate is open, the brick is thrown away. Or like, you take the boat to cross the water, and then when you get to the other side, you don't take the boat with you. You leave the boat there and you walk inland. And if you do all that, then you get to this Zen idea of nothing is not being revealed to you. The mountains and rivers lie full extension before you. There's nothing to hinder your surveying glance, they say. So if you do that, you understand an aspect of the Dharma Road. Now, I freely mentioned to everybody that I took so many drugs in my youth that it really pickled my brain. But yoga turned out to not only be just an aspirin for my mind, but it fostered my own vision of a bigger and better society. And since yoga scientifically is about yoking or balancing or combining the right hemisphere with its exploratory possibilities and the left hemisphere with its reductionistic way of grasping at things to try to make certainties out of it. But ultimately, yoga is a provocateur, an agent of mutation, an agent of change, a deviation from the norm. And even though there are guidelines, ultimately, yoga hates dogma. It's an experiential science. You find out heuristically, you try it out for yourself. And one of the things I love about yoga is yoga accepts the lust of the barbaric mind. It understands right away, first, second, and third chakra. malodorous, lecherous, carnivorous. That's one aspect of who we are. But yoga also brings enthusiasm for living back. Yoga is also an art form. It teaches you to always be making, always be doing something. And so you ask yourself, well, why should I practice? Because whatever practice you'll get good at, whatever you practice, you'll get good at. In fact, you'll get so good at it, it will help you combat demoralization. It'll strengthen all your relationships. You'll be inspired to help out. And in the right way, not a needy way, you'll expect to get help, and you will. You'll learn new things. You'll deepen your emotional connections to your own life and to your ability to articulate what you feel to other people. And you'll have an incensed sense of self-mastery, which will constantly afford you opportunities to rehearse and practice. So hit the mat, begin and continue. Next week I'm going to Florida. I may not be able to do one on Monday, but probably on Tuesday I'll be back. And next Wednesday, we're having our next Good Vibrations class called Yoga Unleashed. So check it out, 11 to 1. Connect to me and I'll link you up. Have a great day.